Yes, good afternoon. All right, once again, we come back to section 2, uh, where we're going to focus on the said hands-on practical. Yeah, last time we covered some introduction about UI UX design, and I'm very sure that you guys, most of you, understood, and I got a big number, though today I don't know why, or maybe because they are busy. I'm seeing only 12 participants. So that means maybe others I will be joining on the way. But as we discussed last time we had a theory site whereby we introduced ourselves. What could be the UI? What is the difference of UI and the UX? And it was a wonderful section, and I hope you guys you're able to understand the difference. So today we are going to apply those theory into practical, and we compare, and we see how it going when it is product. What could be the steps? What could be the things you are supposed to do, especially when you are using Figma. So, and Figma, there's also XD, but Figma is mostly used and is really good, and also maybe friendly to use. Maybe that's what I would say. So straight away, I'm going to share my screen. And let me know once you see my screen. To do something like this, um, it's just not really simple, because we cannot borrow to much. I'm very sure that this section can give us, we can just just matter of producing that one page. I'm very sure that we are going to be able to understand the tools and see what's supposed to do. But anyway, before we go even that side, I really want to go to take you through what you should do before going to the design work. This one was just one of the project. Actually, maybe it was a startup project, which I did. So this is just a document I produced before from my study. This was a document I came up with from a study or from where I did some research or maybe what I'm supposed to do. So this maybe sometimes I can call it case study. Maybe even you can also share to the people who are going to maybe to interact with the application, maybe with someone who wants to know what you have done. So this documentation is also good sometimes. Sometimes this is not this document. Sometimes it is a different document you give to the developer, but also this one is like a startup or maybe what everything you have done on the what on the on maybe or when you are doing your research work. So this, of course, as a document, you have to give it a project preview. So I'm not going to read through, but I'm just going to give you some like you have to how what you have to follow. So project preview, of course, you know what is you should give them what is exactly they have to know, or what they're going to expect in the document. So then the user research. So the user research, this what are you going supposed to focus on the user research? Maybe you have to set the research goals. Also, do you have interviewed 6 potential users? Maybe the research has been followed by the open-end questions from maybe 6 selected participants. So you can choose any selection. You can choose any questions you want to ask the person you want to use. For example, if you reach to a person, what are you supposed to ask them? How many question, how many person are you going to get, so that you can be able to carry some research. Then also you have to should know the problem. So the problem, of course, you have to select the problem. For example, now this is an application which was for coffee, buying a coffee online. So, but what brought you to develop that application? Because application is like a solution, but it is a solution of what? Which problem is that? So maybe the problem was for example, here the main problem was traditional coffee expenses is uh, the frustration of waiting in line, especially when customers are in a hurry or looking to book a table for special events. You know, those, for example, when you go to any cafeteria, you have to be maybe the cafeteria could be maybe so with a big line, and also be in the lane, you wait, maybe so that lane is not really good. So maybe that is a problem. What forced you to to develop that application? So then the solution, of course, the solution is the application. That's the makes the application what is aiming to do to solve the problem. Of course, other than being in the lane, what can I use? What solution are you going to solve? Which application? I mean, which problem as your application going to solve? Maybe pre-order. For example, I can order any coffee today and maybe I want it tomorrow. So then they can deliver it to you, something like that, other than being in the line. So that is some parts of the solution of your application is going to be solving. So the goal also you have to define the goals. So then these are the interview questions. So there is an interview question you are going to be asking. Maybe you have asked it to the person or to the people we are going to interview, we are going to help you to interact with. So the maybe one question you can ask so you can get someone question and you say uh, do you currently use do you currently use any app for ordering food or drinks? Maybe he has to give you some response. What are the favorite features of the food? For example, if it is yes, of course, you have to ask him another question compared uh, to the response he has given to you. If it is yes, that means of course they can give you another question whereby you ask him which features really are good when you're ordering that when you're using that app. Then also you can ask them how often do you drink coffee, sometimes like that. Do you like to drink coffee from the cafe or maybe from any place? So, I mean from your place. Then so these are some questions, but you can easily just interact. You just get any question depending on your on the solution on maybe on your application you want to develop or any product you're going to design or maybe you're going to develop in the future. So that should be related. You're not supposed, for example, if you are dealing with maybe social media, so why do you go to start asking questions for about ordering food? So that means they're supposed to be in the range of social media applications. So the such insights also you have to define them. So I'm not going to give you some what details because our focus today is to go into practical, but I'm just showing you what you should do or under in your study. So user pain points. So sometimes uh, in a question, in a person you get, that person you can develop his persona. For example, you have to give him the persona whereby you have to ask the age, get his education, where anything, his background, then what is his aim, is which work does he do, so something like that. So that he can be able to tell you what he thinks or the goals and also frustration of that person. So then also you have to develop some user journey map. So the user journey map, it has some action, task list, feeling, improvement opportunities. Then also you have open the app. So and on this site, if you can see, we have task list. Under task list, of course, these we have actions. The action these are open the app, select the menu, place order, track the order, pick up the order. So these are some actions undertaken. But also we have some task lists, feeling and improvement opportunities. So under each action, what tasks do you have? Which feelings do the user will get? Which improvements should be there and the opportunities under each action? So after than that, also after developing the user, so we have the what they call user flow. So the user flow, I think most of you know. So for example, it is just like it's something like a logical graphics whereby is it yes or no? If yes, what should be next? If it is no, what should be next? Something like that. So you also have to define that user flow so that it can help you to do what? To come up with the specific features and specific screenshots you should have on your application. For example, how do you want to order? So, for example, you select, you have like three. Maybe you want takeaway, or maybe you want delivery, or maybe book. a table. So the person should choose the which button should click. Maybe he's going to click book table. For example, if he has clicked on book table, what are the next steps or next sequence should be followed? So, of course, we have table booking, then personalize, then confirm booking. So, if it is yes, if it is no, it should go back. If it is yes, of course, you continue, something like that. So, if it doesn't confirm the booking, he has to go back. As you can see the arrow, so if it is a confirming booking and he has said yes, so you should confirm the book and exit the application. Then also, if for example, maybe the user taken, he wants to take away and also delivery. So these are some options you should come. So because of course we have to personalize that order, then we drop it to cart. So we go to checkout payment. So if it doesn't place an order, so the system will ask you, does the person had placed the order? No. So he has to go back and go to the cart. If it is yes, then he has to continue and exit the application. So then after that, after coming up with all that, that means now it has given you the which screens you are going to develop, which features are you going to include in your application. So then now after you say you clean what they call paper wireframes. I think that one you remember, whereby it's matter of sketching. It is just paper on your what getting a pen or a pencil and start doing your rough work or how your application will look like. Then after that, you do this what they call digital wireframes. So digital wireframes, that's when you come to Figma or any tool you are supposed to use. Then you start doing your digital wireframes. So these are the low fidelity. Just a matter of sketching out and you test our application will be for a week. So these screens you follow your user flow. So that's all what I can share with that. So then after, so today we are going to have some simple application as you can see here. So this is Oppo. Let me start. Let me screen share again. So this is my screen. I cannot see. I'm not on the call, but please, if you can see, please just shout yes so that I can know that you are seeing the screen very well. Let me save full screen. At your screen. Yeah, maybe there. So this is it. A mobile application for music, uh, music play. Uh, so you can see this is our home page, about maybe the navigation menu, and it is also scrollable. You can see it is scrollable, and once it's one page, so it doesn't move. Then also, if someone clicks on this menu, you can see some simple animation which I added. You can see when you click, if I click on back on home page, so this simple animation, I want to add this simple animation on the Figma design on your coming up with the design, and also we're going to learn how to prototype. So if I click here, uh, then I can also continue to select any music. Maybe say for example, if I this one, it does it. Also, you can close it or the play. Start coming back here, or you can even go back. And also this one you can see it is, so these ones they are scrollable. So these are simple also to do if at all you know. Okay. So I'm going to go to my design. So on my design, I'm going to click. So, but for example, when you open, so if you want to things, so yeah, you can add the Jam board. So, but today we're going to focus on the fair. Of course, you click on design fair, but since for me, create another page of the design. So, and the good thing of this, when you're in this design different pages as you want, as you can see, I can add, these are all the designs, these are all pages, so I can decide to add or to remove. uh, Developing a website. Remember, our website has both mobile response and also the web view. So the web view, it can be separate, and mobile response can be also separate, so that the developer or the person you can keep organized. You can your design can be organized. So where is my design? I think it is this one. So I'm going to create a new page, and I call it maybe black tryout music app. So definitely it will open. So by default, when you're opening the design, it is blank. Blank. I can't do anything, even typing. Thing so. But if you want to start doing the frames, so these are the frame like a page. Frame for us frameworks that's that. But under the why they call them frame because, for example, when I click on frame, you can side of yours, you can see we have different frames. So do you want phone? Do you want tablet? Do you want desktop? Which frame do you want to select? Do you want the presentation? Are you want to watch these watches, paper, social media? What do you want? But first, today, since our focus is on a mobile application, we are going to choose a phone. So if I click on phone, to drop up to give me a of all phones which are under my free platform. So I can say I have maybe Pro Max, 15 Pro, something like that. So iPhone 8, I think that's what I'm going to choose. So this is the framework of iPhone 8. So since, so also you can name your frame, you double click and you name that frame, and you say maybe this is our home page. So it is good to always name of frames. You're going to develop a much or many frames actually. So sometimes if someone ask you a question, maybe a developer ask you a question, which page, where is the page of home page, and you don't know where it is, but when you name them, it is very easy to use a search bar, and you say you search for home page so that you can easily see the page or the frame you are looking for. So I'm going to come to my final here, and I'm just going to copy this because since I don't waste time, I'm just going to do this one of them. So, and before even actually setting up anything, you have to know the colors, you have to know the text font, you have to set them at once. So, for example, if you can see here, if you can my libraries. So if I come on main libraries, you can color scheme I have created for my straws, robust, ultimate pin. These are going to name here and main libraries. It's going to be easier for me to do what to pick them very easy. So this is our frame now. So this is our main frame. I want to select on it. If I select on it and I want to view it, up here is what they call play. So you can either choose preview when you can be doing anything and here. But there's also what they call when you are presenting. But since now you are designing, you need something like a preview so that you know what you are really doing. So I can choose put it here or maybe around here and they may design here. So anything I'll be doing to display here so that I know how it comes, how it will be displayed, because to the stakeholder, maybe anyone or is so you just need what to use, what they call a presentation. So I click if any color on my frame. So this is a frame. If I create any color on my frame, I select all of it. I just come on top and I just select on it. Just select itself. So if you can see my on this one you can see this color is constant. That means that is our background on the what on my side. So that's what are the things I'm going to have maybe done some sketch somewhere.
Let us be patient. Our presenter is still trying to join back.
Okay. Okay. So this is how I've set my frame. Okay, I think now it is visible. So I showed you how to apply color in the flame. So but basically you click on the entire flame of it, then here they'll show you fill color. So if you click on it, they'll ask you which color do you want. So first for me I've set up the libraries of my frame. So I'm going to select one of it. Like that. So this is how it is, and this is my preview how it's supposed to be. So for example, if I type anything here, then here music, maybe this cover, you can see the preview also here. If I let's say for example, you can see this is how it. Sorry for that, someone called on my phone. So I was like, this preview helps you to know what you are exactly doing on your flame. So if you can see my eye, so the most important thing or the hardest thing it is to create this what they call this
Mr. Daniel,
this
we can't see your screen.
oh sorry I think that's
Yeah.
friends. Thank you. Yeah, that's really good because sometimes if you text I may not see your message. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, so I'm very sure now you can be able to see it now. So I was
Yes.
like saying to come up with if I come here to come up with such thing like this one, this is how you have to create your skills of components, how to create components. So this animation is created by use of components, or maybe what they call wireframing, so that you can come up with such a beautiful navigation. And the way it is really pretty, how you can see flowing. So this one, sometimes it can be added to the person who is going to develop it, but also sometimes if you get someone who's really good in developing this UI, you can come up with the way your UI is like. And I'm very sure those guys are there. So uh, if I come here, or these things are creating the cards, these cards are really easy to do. You can just matter of doing your sketches, I mean doing how you want to do it. But anyway, let us do the one card. Then after we do what, we develop this navigation bar, or what we call maybe the main bar, which is down. So um, if I come here, there's this word I'm having. So it is called discover, and without wasting time, I'm just going to copy and paste here. But most, how do you access the how do you start typing? I seeing up here, there's what they call T. This is T text. So if I click text and I come here and I say, I start typing. And then also, if I don't want to access up here, there's what we call a shortcut of what they call T. You just press T, it will just come to T and you start texting. So maybe discover. So say discover. So it will just come here. So sometimes, we have what they call grid. So you come here and you select your frame. There's some options here, of course, layout grid. Layout grid helps you to array your items for that they don't, so that can be in the same container, or they can be in the same lanes. So those are like lanes showing you the lanes of how your contents are flowing. So if I come here, I come layer grid, layer out grid, I click on it, it will come and it will show here. It will select, it will ask me to do what? To set my grid. For example, I always want like 6. Let me say, if I say 6, maybe we have grid, we have also columns. If I say columns, for example, if I say 8, yeah, I think 8s are okay. And you can also choose the color. So for example, if I say black, if I say this, I think let me set that. So these are the frames. These are the grid. You can see them are there now. So you can see those lanes here. So those lanes are either pure that okay. If the next item of main should come here, so that it can be able to be in a straight line. So the does that sometimes it can mislead you and be like this side, and then this one is like this. So that is poor layout. But with these grids, it helps you to lay your content in the same, or in the same flow. So this is it. So that is the word. So I don't want to stay over a lot of time. But now I've copied exactly the layout of the other one. I just placed it here. So you can see maybe it's starting from here. Then we have this icon of ours, icon of the user. So it is also here. So I'm going to copy and I place it here. Oh, sorry, paste here. So I think you can see there is a difference between if I say right click, there is some options here. They say paste here. There's also what they call paste to replace. What do they mean by paste to replace? For example, let me select any Let me create an item here. Now this is make a small square. So if I copy this one, copy, which is control C. So here I click on this icon. If I want to replace it with that icon, I come here and I click on this place and I right click. So I press where they call paste to replace. If I click paste to replace, it will replace the what in that square with the what in the exactly says, I mean in the exactly position of that box or that square was. So that is the replace. But if they say paste here, if I say paste here, it will just come paste where you have selected. For example, if I select down here, paste here, it will automatically go in this place of where you have selected. So then also, yeah, that's what I think. That's some basic you also to know how to paste. Then also, there's also what they call paste as. Paste as what? Code, SFG, PNG, copy link, anything you want to paste as. So, but for me, this is how I want it. And also my view. So make sure that they are in the straight line. So what you do, you select it, you select also this one. So select both items. You do you click on it, then when you want to click another one, it is okay. The way you shift, then you click, shift and click, so that you can select both of them. So on this site, you can see that we have some tools to use, some options. There is also alignment, align horizontal center, align left, align right, align top, center. This is vertical, so I want vertical. If I click on it, it is now vertical. Then also, I think that's what I wanted. So they can be vertical center. Then again, you know, uh, Figma helps us to also, it has a tool of what they call auto layout. So I can add the auto layout on these ones. I click here, this auto layout from here. I just click add auto layout. So auto layout is added. What is the use of this auto layout? For example,
Hello. Mr. Denin, if you are
so what is the use of this layout? What does it help us? And you have seen how to add it. For example, I can remove it. I can set to add it. So this minus means remove it or add it. So for example, if I want to add, if I start moving this one, so if I select it, there is what they call here. We have vertical layout, we have horizontal layout. If I select vertical layout, what happens? It will this icon will come up here. Will just come down here. As you can see, the arrow is showing that this is called vertical layout. If I select horizontal layout, it will just go back here. So there's also what they call this one, wrap. So the wrap, if I do like this, if I reduce the size, it will wrap and it goes to exactly down. So this is sometimes basically it is in the mobile response or different, in different size screen sizing. So this layout also helps you like that. So this is the beauty of layout, of adding your layout. So that they can be fitting in different size screen of the mobile. So this is what we have right now so far. So next we have another word here. This word is recommended. It is also a text which I can easily paste, copy and paste here. But also, as I told you, if you want to type it, you come here, type it yourself as a recommended for you. But I don't want to be typing so that we don't waste time. So, but also, what other option do you have after typing? If I select on it like this, there's what they call other options here. You can select the alignment, maybe center, maybe align left, maybe right. So anything you choose. So Yeah, that's what I think you can. Maybe also you can choose the color. You can change the color. It's very easy to change the color from there. So then what else? We can see that we have these cards here. So these cards you can see we have two shapes actually. If you can see, we have two shapes. We have the main card, and the main card, which I will call the mother. Then in the mother, we have two children. The two children, those are the text. The text, as you can see, we have the text and the what, and the another card of the image. So that's what we are going to be doing here. To achieve that one, you can say you come here from scratch. If you want to do it from scratch, you come here on the new rectangle, then you come and you do it the way it's, that's the bit of grid. Those lines, they help you to know where I'm supposed to stop. So you can see that I'm supposed to stop there. So if I say leave this equal space between left and the right, I think those one you call padding, and other sometimes maybe you call them margin. So I have some margin on the right side and the left side, which is very equal. So you can see this is I've done it. But remember, on this hours of set, it has what they call radius. A radius. So a radius of 24. So how do I a radius of 24? You come and select your rectangle or your shape. Then you come here, there is what they call radius. Corner radius is here. Then you can either type 24. So, but remember, before that, I want to produce exactly 8. So I have to come and I see which 8 is this. It is fixed. The height is 132, and the width is 3.
Mr. Daniel, we can no longer hear you.
Okay. So this is how it's supposed to be. So I can now decide to remove this, and I just main with this one. So, but remember, this is where we're having the image of it. So remember, maybe you have created your images from anywhere. I don't know if you know where you get free images, but for me, I always use free pick. I always use Bixby. Those are where I can get free images without copyright issue. So, but since I'm have it here, I'm going to just click and just go to copy, the order of this card. The paste here to replace, paste to replace this one. So I'm going to make sure that it is exactly fitting there. So also there's what when you are when you are reducing or transforming up your shapes in different sizing. For example, yeah, you can do like this. This is when you do like this is not proportional. It is creating, you can see the shape. But also when if you place control plus shift, I hope you can note down where this what this shortcut so that you don't forget them. So if I say control, I mean the shift and the alt, then I place the left on the on my maybe on the mouse, the left click, then I do what? I start sizing them. So this one will be equal. But if I don't want to do something like that, and I know exactly the shape I want, exactly the size I want, I can use these dimensions here on my right side there. So, but make sure that if you want to, if it is a square or maybe it is what, make sure at least there is what they call on these constraint proportions. Constraint proportion it gives you, for example, if I make it active, this one now I've made it active. If I, for example, if I decide to change the width of maybe let me say 50, automatically the 80 also will be changed to 50, as you can see. But if I don't want this constraint to be active, maybe I just want only the width. I just make it inactive. I just remove it. Then if I say width like 100, maybe like 100, only the width will be changed, but on the height will not be reduced. So you have to also to be careful when you are sizing your shapes. In a shape you see, make sure that at least you use these arrows, or maybe you use what they call shortcut of shift and alt, so that it can be proportional. So hope I'm clear that side. Let me see if I'm still around. Yeah, I think I'm around. So then another thing, what we have to do, it is now to write this text, but I'm going to just do what? Copy and paste so that I don't waste time. I'll paste here. So exactly I'll put it here, the way it is there. Maybe I'll try to increase on my width. Sorry. Copy, paste here. So yeah, exactly now it is fair now. Then if you have made any mistake and you want to undo, you just say Control Z. So there's other shortcuts I'm very sure sometimes are clear and are familiar on your side. So most of my word is here. So make sure that they are in the middle, all of them, they are center length. So make sure that I do that. So then I want to change the color of my card. Remember this is the color of it. So what I can do, I can use penny drop or maybe anything, or maybe I can select from my library. For example, on my library, I used cloud burst. So if I click on this shape, so I come where there is this field. So I go to my libraries. So and I look for that color, which is cloud burst. I put it here. So automatically it's here. So long as it is the same of this one, and the color of this one has it should not be like that. So should the color of it, for example, add fill. So this is the color of it. So I was able to get it. So now it is here, as you can see. So then after, I have to also, I can also make sure to add this layout of it so that it can help me add the layout. The layout is already there now. Then I can now decide to group. I select all of them and I group this what? This card. How do you group it? You select all of them. Then after you right click, you select where there is group selection. Then group selection, you can name it. So it is here. I say group, I click on and I say this is card, maybe recommended card. I can say the card. So that I can use it to identify it. So I have named it. So this is how it is. So I can decide since these cards are the same, so I don't matter of creating another one. What I do, I'm just copy and paste. So copy and paste so that I can duplicate the same. So it is here. As you can see, it is in here, the same line of this. So, but the only thing which is changing is the image. So I'll just cut and I copy this image. Copy. Copy. Then paste. Paste to replace. Sorry. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to save this image, export this image of the weekend. So, okay, paste. So it has gone there. Then make it fill so that if I say crop, it will not come out very well. So if I make it fill, it will come out the way it's supposed to be. So, what is the title? The title was Weekend. The Weekend. The Weekend. So, and you see the reason why I've added the card, I mean, I've added the auto layout. That's why this thing is extended. The more text I put, it's extended. But this one you can control it by using, for example, if I select this auto layout, I come here and reduce the spacing. So the spacing is 70. I can say I'll reduce the space maybe by 50. Maybe let me say it should be 30. Or maybe let me say 20. Yeah, 20 will be okay. So that they can now come out here. 20 will be okay. So this is now so far what we are having. If also come here, this is what we are having in my power preview. If I come on the my pen preview, sorry for my back noise here. There's someone else coming to places around cutting the grass. I don't know if you guys will come here.
Hello. We're hearing you, but unfortunately, currently you are not. Mr. Daniel, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I'm really distracted with this noise here, or this person. I don't know if you guys you are okay with it. I don't know what is distracting you also as well.
It's fine, you can continue the presentation.
Okay. So as far we have done this, so mainly let me now take you through on how we can create this wonderful navigation of this, or what we call mainly the menu. So it is very easy at the start, but just that you have to be creative and you have to be know how to use the components. The components are always here. These are what we call create components. You can either create what you can either press Ctrl plus Alt plus K to create the component. But the easiest way is accessing from there up. So how do I came up with that one? So I came and I created my rectangle, as you can see. So I gave it a radius corner of 100%. So then I gave it a color of white. So then if you are familiar, you can see there's some blur. If you are big kid, there's some what they call blur. So how do you add that blur there? So you come here, you select your rectangle. There's some options here. You can either add a stroke, you can either add the effects, you can either add the, or you can export it. But here I'm just going to add some effects. So if I click on effects, by default it will select the group shadow. So but you have to do what? To select which one do you want. I want maybe layer black or maybe background black. So this I want the background black. So here I come to settings, effect setting, I select on it, then I say 46. Maybe let me say 46. So I apply over 46 here. Then after applying 46, I reduce the opacity. So I see, let me say what did I use? I used the 20. So also I'm going to also use 20%. So you can see now the brown of my it has now come. So for example, if I try to reduce, if I try to increase the height of this becomes scrollable. So this one becomes scrollable. I can scroll this one, but I want this one to be on one position when I'm scrolling. How do I do that? I select it.
Fix.
I come where there is prototype. I say scroll with parent. So I just change it to fixed. Stay in the place fixed. So if I scroll here, it will be fixed. Yeah, so that one I've added that one. But before I can also remove it for that, I first add all the what? All the necessary tools I want to use. So for now, let me first copy and upload it here, paste here. So I'm not doing these tools. I need these two, these ones. So copy, paste the place. So I'll come and I get this. So if you can see that it is now it is in the down. So what I go to do, I right click and I say bring it front. So I bring it front here. But this one, since it is in it has a fixed position for them. Once it is fixed, should it is always should by default should be what on top. So first, what I have to first to remove that one, scroll that one, so that I can this one I can be able to do what to put it on top. So I say bring to front. So if I bring it front, you can see it's here in the front. So I have added it, it is here. And then you can see it has a weight shape. So a weight shape of mine. I'll come and I paste it here. So I'm going to try to zoom so that I can be accurate. So this is my weight. So I place it here. So this is a home. By default, it is on home. Then paste here. So put it in the middle. Uh, what else? So I'm going to create these icons of mine. Paste here. Put them here. And also notification icon. I put here. So here we go. So so this one I'm not ready to put toe here so that you can start toe around here. So let's start from here. So now also to get a target of this one, I'm going to copy this so that I can measure where this one should start. This one also should start here. Yeah, that's so. I think now the answer. So that now I can get the position of this one. Yeah. Also this one. Also this one. So to make sure that they're in the position, the same gapping, I can come here and I say tidy up. So now they're in the what? In the same gapping. Uh, so a little bit. This one I'm going to put back. Okay. So these ones they should be in the middle of this one. Yes. Then this one I can set to. So this one, that's all. That is okay. So then I can set to remove this one. So this is by default. That's how it's supposed to be. As you can see, that's how it should be by default. So I can decide to do what? To group. I can say to group it, group selection, and I call it nav. I can call it nav 3, what nav 4. So here it is. Yeah. So this color should be exactly like this of our background. So something like that. So it has now come out. This is how it's supposed to be by default on the home page. So maybe before we go to another page, I'm going to duplicate this page. How do I duplicate it? I say Control D. I duplicate it. This is it, the next page of it. Then this one I can call it maybe library page. So how do I go to that library page? I can what I go to what where they call tape and I join them. So I come here and I select the icon, this icon. But if someone clicks on it, it should take you to this page, another next page. So this page, if you can see, this is now the wire. If you can see this is the wire frame. This is the wire now. So I'm going to come and I connect it here. So this is connected now. So when connected, they ask you, you choose different option you want to, those action or the button should be able. So maybe on tap, maybe on drag, or maybe on where hovering, or maybe when pressing. Which one do you want to prefer? But on that one, I just want on what? On top, on tap. I click on tap. So there's also what they call, this is the definition, this is the destination where you are going. Destination, it is a lib. Then instant. There's also different options. But for me, I prefer animation, smart animation. If I say smart animation, it will bring some animation, a beautiful animation. So here you can select, if I navigate to that page, should I say reset scroll? Yes. Because if I say reset scroll option, it will automatically start from top. Then there's also what they call easy out. There's easy in, easy out, easy in out. I'm very sure those guys you have ever heard about in person coding. So I'll choose, for now I'll choose gentle, so that it can be gentle. So this one they call animation speed. Do you want it 800? Maybe if I say 1000. 1000 should go somehow slow. So let me try out here. So let me try maybe to change this so that you can know the difference that maybe I'm on the lip. Library. Maybe because since even I have that one, I can come to my frame here and I copy this. Just here. So other than, let me just copy this. Okay, let me just copy this, all of it. I remove this, paste here. So, so this is what we have. My library. I've gone to my library now. If someone clicks on it, it should automatically go to library. Okay. Okay, let me bring back my preview. So you can even now see that this is now active. If I click on it, it should take me to my library. So now if also someone clicks on this button, it should take back to the what? To this page. So, but remember we want to bring something like this one, which is some animated things, which is animated, but if it comes, it should be displayed like this one. So what I'm going to do, how am I going to do my cure? So I come here, I select this, I move it. So how do you move it in the straight line? You move it, you press Ctrl Shift with the what? With the right click, then you move it gently. So you move it gently and you put it here where you want, in the middle of this one. It shows you that now it is in the middle. When you press Ctrl Shift, so you press. So remember, but let me take actually, since I'm taking all of them, let me take both circle, since this one is the one on which you move it, circle and the what on this shape. So I'll just press Control, Shift, and I press gently, very slowly, so that I can be in the middle. Here I'm in the middle of this. So now this one, by default, you have to go back. Also, I press Shift, then I go down. So if I press down here, so they should show me the middle of those icons. If it doesn't, so yeah, this now shows I'm in the middle of those other icons, not on the straight line of them. So then the default color is this. So I have also to press it when it's not selected or if it's not active. So I come here, it's this one. So then after this one, now also press Shift. I bring it slowly here. So it is in the middle of this circle. So I give it the color of this black when it is active. So let me see if it is now coming out the way I want it. So I come back here. So if I place here, maybe if I tap on this one or maybe press it, let me see if that animation will come out. Are you seeing? Andrew, you have seen something like that?
Yes, Mr. Daniel.
Yes. So then also, how can I go back? I can always come here. I give it, come back here. Sometimes, so if I'm on here, that means I can always, so if I place it, it goes back. It goes back. So that's animation, it comes there. It's very easy to create it as long as you are using the same icons and as long as you are using the same components, it will be able to do it to bring that animation. So that's all. So what else we have to come? Then also sometimes okay. So I may not be able to add maybe uh, other icons like these ones, but anyway, we can add more another one. So they're out. So maybe now I can bring my artists here. I paste them here. So how do I come up with such a layout? I come here, I place, I choose circle. So remember, don't forget to press Shift and the Alt so that you can come up with a beautiful circle, which is in the order of the proportional. So this is, I think, a circle, but I think it is somehow big, so it should be reduced. Maybe I can use these ones. What is the shape? Is 56? No, 80. It is 80. So I want to use also 80. Um, okay. So height. So remember, it is. So I'm going to first do what they call export of this image so that I can. Okay. So how do I add an image on this circle? I select this circle or this shape. I come where there is fill. I click on it. So up here, there is what the other options. Options we have, we can either choose a video, an image, or anything you want. But for me, I'm going to choose what they call the image. So after click on image, you can even see that it has changed to pixels. Then also where I choose image from your computer. Then I select this. This is the image I want to use. Put it there. So by default, it is fill. Yeah, it should be fill. Or if I say fit,
No sound, Mr. Daniel.
It is also, so what I'm going to say, guys, so far, do you have any question before I continue? It seems there is no.
Yes, I have a question. You had talked about using the control and shift.
Yes.
Then
No,
after
shift and out. Shift and out.
shift and alt.
Yeah. So maybe the last activity we're going to do, you're going to know how to create a component to produce the same nav bar that we have used when you're navigating in different pages. So that was somehow difficult, somehow complicated, but of course you have to know also how to deal with it, because this component sometimes you have to go to be using it in different when you have a big project. So by default, of course, I'm going to come up with, for now, let me change the background maybe.
Mr.
Maybe let
Daniel,
me first, yes.
we need you to share the screen.
Sorry. Let me share. Okay, thank you for the reminder. Please, guys, where do you get tired, you let me know so that maybe I will push you guys. So I want to
Yes, Mr.
create,
Daniel.
yes,
Yeah,
yes, please, I can hear you. Go ahead, please. And looks like maybe even our time is up.
our time is up.
Yeah, true. All right, no worry, guys. If I think I can stop from here, because that's the time I've been given. Thank you guys for attending. Hope you guys are going to be continue practicing. Figma, it is at first time it is complicated, but when you go ahead, it becomes easier with you. So please, if there's any question or anything before we exit, please you can let me know before uh, we go for another thing. Okay, seems that there is no question. Please let me wish you good to and
I
go
just
ahead.
I just wanted to appreciate the session.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for you have been a wonderful audience. I'm really glad. One day we shall organize a physical one. I know online things are really hard, replicable, this network things, but we shall be able to organize an a physical one whereby we can do it on the campus so that we can have a wonderful session.
Okay. Thank you.
Please, bye.